As we take a look at some of our Alaska headlines for this Thursday morning, April 6th, a reminder that if you'd like more news, I do send out a 30-minute audio version that's all of the news from national and international to Alaska. 30 full minutes, nonstop, no commercials, just straight on through news. Goes directly to the inbox, get emailed to all of my supporters. So if you want to become a subscriber, go to radiofreespeech.com. A missing Anchorage snowmachiner's body was found near Skwentna. He was on his way to his cabin, reported overdue. Troopers went out with a helicopter and spotted it. They're classifying his death as an accident at this point, but they haven't said exactly what the cause of death was. Meanwhile, Fairbanks police are seeking the public's help in the downtown homicide case. Man's body was found in the street over at 3rd and Hall, and they're saying that Shorty, which is his nickname, he was not hit by a hit-and-run driver, but they won't say how he died, and they're asking anyone who had any contact with him to contact the police. They also want the public to know that there is someone out there who is dangerous in the community, but they don't have any information about the suspect. The Furie, which was the company that acquired that Escapade jack-up rig, has now been hit with the largest Jones Act violation fine ever. They originally fined $15 million. That's been negotiated down to $10 million. If you know what the Jones Act is, it's a protectionist measure that was introduced in 1920, designed to protect the U.S. shipbuilding industry. It requires that any cargo that is being sent between any two U.S. ports must be on a U.S.-built and U.S.-staffed ship. What the company that became Furie did was they, realizing there's not enough, there weren't any U.S. ships that could take their rig from one side from the Atlantic over to the Pacific. They had to go all the way down around South America. They went ahead and hired an international shipping firm to do it, figuring that they would get the exemption. Yes, exemptions are available for the Jones Act. They were not given the exemption, and now they've been hit with a fine. The city of Juneau is preparing for the lawsuit against the cruise ship industry to continue by authorizing hundreds of thousands of more taxpayer dollars to pay for this lawsuit. Part of the issue is that the cruise ship industry had sued the city of Juneau over the misuse of the head tax. This is the money that they charge every single person on the cruise ship who comes into Juneau. We're going to charge you a head tax just for being on that ship. They used a whole bunch of that money to build a life-size whale statue. The cruise ship industry said that's a misuse of the money. Sued. The city says it's not a misuse of the money. Sued back and is using people's taxes to pay for the lawsuit. And the Anchorage Assembly largely, the election on Tuesday, largely elected more people who are on the same side as Mayor Berkowitz. Also, they voted in favor of more cabs on the streets, and next year the municipal election is going to be by mail-in ballot only. Last story for today, at least in this video, is that a panel has started work on what they're calling new smoke pollution control measures. They were having I don't know if you want to call it a listening session or what, but basically allowing people to come in and sound off about it. They're talking about all kinds of ideas, from having volunteers going around to look for violators, people who are burning wood during a burn ban. They're talking about harsher penalties. They're talking about a mandated removal of old stoves. Yeah, these are your neighbors. And that's our Alaska News. Check me out at radiofreespeech.com.